Hello students, today we will learn about if conditionals. There are four if conditionals in English: 0, first, second and third. There are four main types of if sentences in English, often called conditional sentences. These sentences are in two halves: clauses, that is, they are made of two clauses. Now clauses are what? They are part of sentence. A clause is a part of sentence which has its own subject and predicate. So there are two halves: the if part, if clause, the second part where you can use words such as can, will, may, might, could and would. These are called main clause. Second part is called main clause. Zero conditional. Zero conditional, if you see, in if clause we use if plus simple present tense, and in main clause we use simple present tense. If clause simple present and main clause also simple present. For example, if I am late for school, my teacher gets angry. If I oversleep, I get headache. If I miss the bus, I am late for school. If I am late for school, my teacher gets angry. Now next is first conditional. Here in if clause there will be simple present tense, but in main clause we can use will or can or may or must plus verb. So you can see the example: if I go to London, I will see the Big Ben. If I go to London, I will see the Big Ben. If I go to Buckingham Palace, I can take a photo of Royal Guard. If you go to London, you must look right before crossing a street. So, children, you can see in if clause we will use simple present, and the main clause we can use can, must, will, may. Second conditionals. Now in second conditionals, if clause plus if plus simple past, and main clause, since it is in if clause simple past we are using, so in main clause we will use would, could, might plus verb. Like in first conditional, in if clause we were using simple present, and in main clause we were using will, can, may. And accordingly in second conditional you see here if clause if plus simple past tense, therefore in main clause we are using the past form of will, can, may, that is would, could, might plus verb. If I were an astronaut, I would travel in spaceship. If I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. If I traveled in a spaceship, I would go to Mars. If I went to Mars, I would meet a Martian. If I met a Martian, I wouldn't understand him. If I didn't understand him, I would come back to the earth. Now, third conditional. Here, if clause, there will be past perfect tense, and main clause will have would, could, might plus have plus past participle, that is third form, because we have here have, always, has and have, they carry third form, so therefore we will use past participle. If plus past perfect tense in if clause, and in main clause would, could, might, have plus past participle. If I had studied hard, you wouldn't have failed your exam. If you had passed your exam, you could have gone to the beach. If I had gone to the beach, I would have made sand castles. So that's it about the conditionals. I hope you understood conditionals. Please like and share if you like the video. Thank you.